It's Selene with Selene Moon Goddess Tarot. Again with another pick card reading. I hope everyone is doing well today. I am having a good day so far. I thought I'd do another feelings and fantasies reading. I hope you guys didn't mind the lack of message cards last time, the spicy ones. This time I think what I'm going to do is I have more message cards for feelings and that I made, and then we'll see how it goes. But this tarot deck is called the Erotic Tarot, and so there's lots of images there that we can glean those fantasies from. Okay, so I have 3 piles here. I have the Rebel Heart Tarot, I have the Desert Illuminations Tarot, and then we have the Shadowland Tarot. So go ahead and pause this picture here and go with the deck that feels right to you. We're gonna use these decks to just get like a pulse on the connection, and then we'll go into thoughts and feelings and then fantasies, or feelings and then fantasies. All right. I am open for personal readings, so if you'd like to get into that, you could go to my website, selenetarot.com. And if you enjoy my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I put readings out. All right. So I will see you at your reading. All right, pile 1. All right, let's get a pulse on your connection and see what's going on. And then we'll go from there, okay? Ooh, right out the gate, we have the Page of Swords. That's a lot. I think I'll reshuffle that. In fact, let me start over here. Sorry. I want to do another shuffle for some reason here. All right, that feels good. Pile 1, please. All right, we'll go with those. All right, wow. Okay, we're starting with the Tower. Yeah, that's why I needed to reshuffle. The Ace of Wands, the 3 of Cups, the Chariot, and the Ace of Cups. Ooh, okay. All right. I think that this might be maybe a connection that took you by surprise, maybe something that you weren't expecting, or something your person was not expecting. With the Tower, the Tower is a card that talks about, breaking down barriers, barriers like your ego, barriers like how we look at the world, how we look at romance, how we look at our life, the kind of social constructs that we have going on currently, and the breaking down of that. Usually it's depicted with the Tower and lightning hitting that tower and people kind of tumbling out of the tower. So this connection definitely was a surprise, maybe perhaps even for both of you. With the Ace of Wands, definitely there was a passionate ignition, ignited passion. That's probably the more correct way. I don't know, I'm having a retarded moment. Oh God. Okay, not retarded. I don't know. I'm Gen X, so we use that word all the time. But I hope I don't offend anybody. I don't mean to offend anybody. But I'm just off kilter right now. I should have drank more coffee, actually. In fact, I should go get that. Hold on. Sorry about that. I had to get my shit together. All right. So anyways, definitely an inspired kind of epiphany that took place where there was just unexpected passion, unexpected chemistry. You guys definitely have that together. With the 3 of Cups, I'm wondering if either both of you have children or one of you is a single mom, or one or both of you are already married to other people. Usually the 3 of Cups is about celebration with family, coming together, union of, more than 2 people. So you know, if this is your reading, you're already going to know what we're talking about. Like, if it's not going to be a surprise to you that this person is already married, if that's the case. Okay. And then with the Chariot is interesting because it feels like if this is a barrier here with the 10, with the Three of Cups, this seems like it is not something that is going to stop your person in pursuing you. So this could be a connection where maybe there is a marriage, but you know they haven't gotten divorced yet, or they are divorced and they are very active in the kids' lives together. Or I mean, it could absolutely be a polyamorous connection as well. Um, and like I said, you would know that. And then with the Ace of Cups, it seems like there is progression here. Um, that what was just physical chemistry has now turned into and a realization on your person's part that they do have romantic feelings for you. So let's get a few more. And if you hear snoring, I have a Frenchie, and his name is Bobby, and he snores a lot. I love my Frenchie. I wonder if you can hear him. Ooh, okay, this one fell out, like, because I didn't grab it. Well, I should grab it then. All right. All right, let's see. These cards are so cute. I love them. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups here. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the World card. Okay. We have the Two of Wands. And then we have the High Priestess. So that's interesting. So with the Nine of Cups, I think that this is really, let's get one more card, but I think that there's just speaks to a transition of something that was inspired and quick in the beginning that now is turned into a more solid emotional satisfaction that your person is getting by being in a connection with you. And it seems as though you are teaching them about things. You might be somebody that is studying or learning a lot about true spirituality, not toxic positivity, right? But the real, becoming more authentic, becoming more real, not adhering to or putting much value in like the social constructs that we have about what relationships should be or how you should live your life. Okay, interesting. Okay, so that changes things a little bit here. Still true that you're teaching your person something, and there are plans being made. I'm not sure if you're wondering if you should stay in this connection or not. Maybe this Two of Wands is falling underneath the Three of Cups, so it could mean that maybe you're reconsidering it because of that situation, or feeling perhaps that I'm wondering about the communication and whether there's been a lack of communication. But your intuition is telling you everything. You have the High Priestess coming under the Chariot. And, the High Priestess is more than, if you're familiar with tarot, she is all about understanding what is behind the veil. Like she's got it, psychic abilities. She's able to understand her higher purpose in life and be able to translate that into 3D reality. So she has the secrets. So if your person has not been honest with you, then you probably already know that. Like you know that either they haven't been honest with their feelings or they haven't been honest about this situation here. But the bummer about it is that your person does love you very much. They see a lot of stability with you. But you are holding back with the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is, you've got your 3 cups in front of you. And 1 cup is coming from the sky. But you're still ignoring it. You're not paying attention to it. Love is either love is going to be offered to you and you haven't seen it yet, or this is saying that you're ignoring an offer that has already come. So, all right, so that's interesting. So let's see what the thoughts are for your person. Let's get right into that. These are kind of mixed up here. Oh, wait, can't do that. Hold on. I want them all facing the correct way. I'm kind of weird like that. So this is like an expanded version of thought cards that I put together than the brown deck that I was using on those other readings. All right, more thoughts in here. All right, so what are the secret thoughts of pile one's person? Secret thoughts of pile one's person, please, Spirit. Okay, so the fact that cards are not coming out makes me really lean into the thought that your person has not shared this. They've not shared their feelings with you. Now they're coming. That's good. More thoughts, please. Okay. Let's talk. All right. Well, that confirms that idea that you guys haven't talked. Okay. I care about you deeply. Told you the Nine of Cups. That confirms the Nine of Cups. It doesn't make sense. We feel meant to be. See, that's interesting because that is definitely a truth that a lot of people do not want to admit. If when they meet someone that jolts them in this kind of way, that, you know, comes out of nowhere, because it's everything that we're told not to think about with love. That love is a more logical, practical endeavor, that you should make logical decisions about it and not just go with what feels right. Yeah. You smell so good. So maybe you guys have seen each other in passing. They've gotten a whiff of you. I want to be more than friends. Oh. Give my heart a moment to heal. All right. So maybe there is, with that Three of Cups, that your person is going through a breakup, maybe. Maybe they are trying to be more honest and authentic about who they are and are giving into the truth that this connection does feel meant to be. And maybe they've taken action in their connection with someone else so that they can focus on you. But it'd be nice to communicate, right? I mean, geez. All right. I don't know where to start. I wonder if this has taken a long time for them to come around. I fell head oh my God, my writing. I fell head over heels for you. What did I say? That's the Tower. You took them by surprise. They did not expect you to come into their lives at all. And I have a secret. That they in love with you, pile one. That's their secret. They in love. They in lovey-doveys. That's their secret. That's their secret. Let's get a couple more and then we'll go into the fantasy deck. Let's see if your person wants to say anything else to you. I pretend to seem like I don't care. Well, that's not helpful, pile one's person. Hello. Jeez. I don't know why that people do that. I guess it's like anxious avoidant, I guess. I don't know. But it seems like communication should be the first thing that happens. I don't know. Okay. Well, there you go. I love our love. So I feel like the cat's out the bag with that. Like, that's the secret. So I just wish your person was, communicated with you, because you wouldn't be sitting in this Four of Cups energy if they did communicate with you about it, right? You would be more open to talking about it, and understanding where they're coming from, which which allows for someone to have more patience and empathy, right? Like if you're kept in the dark, how are you supposed to have patience and empathy and not just like move on, right? All right, well, let's go to the spicy time. Let's see what comes out here for the fantasies that your person has with you, okay? All right, pile one's fantasies for pile one person's fantasies. All right, got a lot of cards there. They must fantasize a lot about you. I'm surprised the Seven of Cups didn't come out. All right, we got the World again. We got the World again. Nine of Candles. So that's the Nine of Wands. Five of Wands. Five of Shells. What? Six of Roses. And Eight of Feathers. Oh my God. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I'm going to put these here. I think you can probably see them. Hopefully YouTube doesn't take it down. But some of these are kind of spicy in their pictures. Let's just get three more. How about that? Three more for fantasies for pile one's person. One more, please. One more. Okay. Okay. Ooh, spiciness. All right. Three of Feathers. That's interesting. All right. So immediately, I don't know where to put these two cards. We'll just put them here on the side. So first of all, immediately, they definitely love your skin. You might have more melanin than most. You might be a nice chocolate color or a nice cocoa brown color. They love your skin. They imagine what you look like naked, and they daydream about maybe how you move, how you shake it on the dance floor, I guess. I don't know about twerking, maybe. I don't know. They definitely, it doesn't take much for them to get excited when they're around you. So if they if they have boy parts, it might be hard for them to, no pun intended, to hide their arousal. So if they are avoiding you and you guys haven't had the conversation, then that could be why they're avoiding you. Okay. They love your shape. You might be on the more fluffier side. They think that's fantastic. And I don't know if you expected that from them. Maybe you are not, you're definitely not somebody that they would typically go for. But they would devour you. They love your size. They think you're just absolutely gorgeous, absolutely delicious. They fantasize about you using toys, watching you use toys, watching you pleasure yourself. They do hope that you can produce a lot of water, if you know what I mean. Okay. That you got that water, all right? Okay. So they definitely have fantasies about that. And they have fantasies also about using like feathers, like caressing your body with feathers, light bondage, right? So like fluffy handcuffs, loose restraints, maybe a little leather, those little tiny paddles that make more of a sound than they do cause pain. Okay. They love your style. So like if you fix yourself up, you enjoy makeup, or if you are masculine, you enjoy, having nice pressed clothes, good cologne, nice flashy sunglasses. They love that, and they didn't expect that. So perhaps they, you know, went towards, or in prior relationships towards like plain Jane or plain John type people. Um, they daydream about being able to show you off. They want to, that's not so spicy, but they do daydream about like being arm in arm and them being able to like gloat a little bit, like, look what I pulled off, I'm totally with it. She's not a 10, she's like a 20, and vice versa. If you're masculine, she wants to parade you around. Um, they daydream a little bit. If this is same sex, a masculine same sex connection, they do daydream about uh, more on the bondage side. So leather, leashes, chokers, um, ball gags, all of that stuff is a turn on. And they do daydream about that with you. They daydream about being in control. So maybe in their life, or in their romantic life, they have not had a lot of control. So, and maybe if you are somebody with a big personality, the idea of being in control over you in a sensual way is really erotic to them. So they don't mean it in a domineering, in a power grab kind of way. They mean it in a more sensual way. Um, I did find it interesting that we had fives here. Now fives aren't, they're not my favorite number because they do, signify change. So I think that there is a air of sadness that kind of taints this romantic, sensual part. With the Five of Candles, they get they're nervous around you. You make them nervous. You make them stumble on their words. Um, they can't really read you, and you intimidate them, to be honest. Um, and so they are afraid that you would leave them out in the cold. And that could be another reason why they've kept quiet all this time. But you make them terribly, terribly nervous. And then you add in the whole idea of them being easily aroused around you. I mean, imagine if they haven't told you how they felt, and they get very aroused when they're around you just by smelling you, just by seeing you, and they get a chub. And then how do they explain that? So I don't know how men do it. I mean, I'm so glad to be a woman sometimes. I'm like, at least we could be turned on and not, it's not advertised. Like, I don't know what men do. Like, do they have to tie it, put tape on it? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure that there is somebody out there that can tell me, like, how men can hide that they're aroused. That would be an interesting topic, I think. Anyway, you have the Ten of Roses here. So there is a lot of love that they have for you. So they really daydream about just loving you, serving you, laying you out and pleasing you in any possible way they can. They want to learn you. They want to learn what you like, what you don't like, um, discover new things in the bedroom together that you both like. They want to adorn you with, gifts, and be, their love language might be acts of service. So that might be something that is part of the turn on, right? Like the foreplay, so to speak, of the connection. And again, with the giving part, the Six of Shells. I mean, they they choose you. They've chosen you. They just haven't told you. It'd be nice if they told you, but I think that they're on the verge of that. I think they're already at the space where they admit that they can't deny this connection, like we saw in the thought cards. So I think that, communication will come soon. They are very turned on. If you have breasts, they're very turned on by that. They might be a nipple person. So either they enjoy their nipples to be played with or want to be all focused on yours. Um, they might also have an affinity for shoes and feet. It's it's there, okay? I mean, I don't think that it's something that they're obsessed over, but it is something that crosses their mind sometimes. Um, they think your legs are gorgeous. They daydream about like how if you guys did go on a date, I mean, God help them if you wore a skirt, like they would probably have to excuse themselves or something. I think. Um, one or both of you could have, this is kind of out of context, but could use a wheelchair, be a wheelchair user, or have an amputated limb. And I say that because this gentleman here, he is in a wheelchair and she has a golden prosthetic. I'll cover her boobies. She has a golden prosthetic leg. Isn't that kind of cool? Even though this is supposed to be like, an erotic deck, I love how inclusive it is. All body types are in here. Um, if you are masculine and your person knows that you have body hair, they think that that's definitely a turn on for them too. Spanking is something that they daydream about doing to you. Yes, and definitely the use of toys for sure. Making love in nature, so at a park or someone's yard. Hopefully, either your yard or their yard and not like a neighbor's yard, but anyway, all right. So I'm going to leave it right there for you, pile one. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I put tarot readings out. And I will see you next time. Bye. All right, pile two. All right, so let's see. We're going to get a little spot check on this connection and then go from there. And I have the message cards here, and I have the Erotic Tarot for the fantasy portion of your reading. Okay, so let's see what is going on here in this connection for pile two, please, Spirit. Pile two. That one flew out. All right, we'll start with those. So we have the Five of Chilies. Interesting. The Wheel of Fortune. Nine of Pentacles. The Queen of Jugs. Yikes. So I think that there was a breakup here. Maybe this is a connection that started and ended quickly, kind of like a match. The Five of Wands is about disorganized passion. So, usually it's depicted like right here we have two roosters fighting. But usually it's depicted by, men with with five wands and going to spear each other or in opposite directions, just not having much organization about how they apply their passion. All right. So I'm wondering if maybe this was either a chance meeting or a quick meeting where maybe it was a one night stand, or it was something. And definitely it was not as. So what I'm thinking is like either you pile two like your person and you don't know, or found out that maybe your person doesn't like you in the same way, or vice versa. Like you heard this, your person has a crush on you, and maybe they're not what you expected as far as who would have a crush on you, and you didn't give them a chance, because the Wheel of Fortune here usually is a card that talks about like the changing in the wind, right? Moving in a different direction. And the card before it and after it usually helps this card with what it means. And being that we're going from the Five of Wands to the Nine of Pentacles tells me that you or your person have split up and that you guys are single. Because the Nine of Pentacles is all about being able to, provide for yourself financially, emotionally, mentally. You are, doing all the things. You're working out. You're taking care of your spiritual health. You don't need anybody for anything, is really what this card means. And then we go into the Queen of Jugs. And the Queen of Jugs is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is a very emotionally balanced queen. But I think, I would like to get some clarification, because we go from this. So these two things here tell me that you are coming out of this in a very stable way with these two cards. But then we have the Eight of Swords here, and the Eight of Swords talks about like being kind of self-imposed suffering or self-sabotage. Like she's laying on this railroad track here, and the train is coming, and she's not even totally tied onto the track. She could probably get up, but instead of that, she's focused on this train. So I feel like we have missing information here. So let's get one more card. Can you explain? Spirit, explain this. Clarify. Okay, so there's a decision about this connection that's causing this anxiety. So the Two of Wands is all about planning, deciding what direction you want to go to, what passion you want to pursue. So I'm wondering if perhaps you have more than one suitor, which is a possibility. I mean, with the Five of Wands, you could have up to 5, really. Maybe you just got it like that. I'm not sure, but you definitely, whatever decision you feel like you need to make in this connection might be causing some anxiety. All right. We have the Two of Swords, so some more of anxiety. This is falling under the Five of Wands, so your person might also be having some anxiety about this connection and feeling like their guard is up. Like if you are deciding towards, pursuing your person, maybe going back and apologizing and saying, hey, or they're coming back to apologize to you because they ran away at first. That's a possibility as well. But they're being guarded here with the Two of Swords. Aww. Then we have the Two of Jugs, which is the Two of Cups. So they're feeling guarded about love, or you're feeling guarded about love, about pursuing this. And the Seven of Wands, again, more defense. That card is about being defensive. Another way to explain this card also, which I read, and there's a different tarot deck that really goes into symbolism. And it's meant to be as well, like usually it's depicted with one person standing at the edge of a cliff, and they have their wand in front of them, and 6 others are pointed at them like they're being cornered. And your wand, the wand that you're holding, is supposed to represent you and the universe together, that you're not defenseless, that the reason why you're able to stand up to that much opposition is because the universe is on your side. So the universe might be watching over this connection, and maybe you've been feeling, or your person's been feeling helpless about this connection, helpless about the outcome. Okay. All right. So that's good. We have death. So death is a good card to have. One or both of you might be Scorpios or have that in your chart. All right. So, okay. So this is awesome. This is a nice ending. So whatever fuckery happened up here seems that, you guys are coming together here in this connection. There's going to be a mutual coming together where you guys understand that you can't deny the attraction, and there was a false start, but understanding that you can go back and start over. You can go back, like, decide for each other. Okay, listen, let's say it was a one night stand. You can say, okay, it wasn't one night stand. We probably shouldn't have done what we did that night, but let's just start dating. Let's see what that's like. Take me out to dinner. Let's practice that for a little bit and see if we can come together, and create this, kind of reciprocal connection here that we see with the Two of Cups. Because after the death card, that's putting away the anxiety, putting away the self-sabotage and the doubt, and really reaching forward to this Ace of Jugs, reaching for love, choosing love overall. And then it finishes up here with the Empress. And the Empress, she is a combination of all four queens. She's got the creativity of the Queen of Pentacles, and groundedness, and she's got the emotional balance of the Queen of Cups. She's got fire and passion like the Queen of Wands, and an intellect and the smarts like the Queen of Swords. So your person really sees you as their Empress. I mean, that's something they have to admit. And I think they've admitted that to themselves, that they can't forget you. They can't let this connection just go like that. Okay, so let's get some thoughts. Let's see what they're thinking. All right. Pile choose person's thoughts. All right. This one wanted to come out too. All right. I have a secret. All right. So maybe your person hasn't still told you that their secret is that they've got the hots for you. Well, maybe this is the secret. We are soulmates. I am falling in love with you. Aww. You are so handsome. I think back in the day, handsome also used to be a term used to say that a woman was attractive as well. But I think they stopped doing that. You are my person. All right. So that seems like these secrets are just falling out. That's what your person wants to say. Oh my goodness. The L word. The big three. I love you. All right. Well, whatever happened up there is the past for your person. So if you went on and they left you and you went on about your business and took care of yourself and, made sure that, you were unbothered and moisturized pH balanced and the whole 9 yards. That brought that made you just that much more attractive to your person. So let's get some more thoughts. Pile two's person, please. Okay, these turned. Well, that might be it. All right, I think that's it. Okay. I mean, it's pretty clear, self-explanatory. All right. You are the first person that has done this to me. Interesting. So that could be maybe either sentiments from you or your person that caused some of this Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords anxiety. Like, I've never felt this before with anyone. I don't even know where to start. I want to be your lover. Well, that's a good card to lead into the spicy schmexy deck. Let's see what the bottom of the deck says. I don't feel good enough for you. I wonder if that also was part of some of that anxiety. That sword energy that we had. All right, let's see what spiciness comes out for you. Fantasies for pile. Sorry, you might hear my dogs snorting in the background. They like it. They like to come in here with me. Okay. Wow. Sweet Jesus. Okay, so okay. Wow. Guys, your person is definitely turned on by you. Wow. Okay, so they definitely see you guys as counterparts for sure. They imagine, and if you guys haven't been intimate, they imagine that you guys do everything together. Like there's nothing unexplored about each other's bodies. If you're female or you're feminine and they're masculine, they would even be open to like backdoor action, like you giving it to them. Like they want that kind of nothing is off the table when it comes to being intimate with you. So 69 is something also that they want to do with you. Public sex, where people think you guys are like making out, but you guys are really doing it in public. This is that 69 card. You might both be of the same gender as well. They fantasize about you getting kind of dressed up for them, maybe some lingerie. Maybe both of you going to a strip club together. And soft bondage. So soft bondage, the gentle choke when you're in the middle of having sex, or, light restraints, fuzzy handcuffs, not metal ones. I feel like you guys could be of different nationalities, so maybe one of you has more melanin than the other, which is something that is a turn on for them as well. One of you might be redheaded. Wow, that flew out. Oh my God. Well, shit. We got the devil card. So they want to worship you. Yeah, I don't feel like your person wants to be the one that's more dominant. This feels like they want to be dominated by you. And they might be open to having more than one person in the bedroom. I'm not sure if you're open to that, but it would not be a woman. They would want another masculine. Again, with the worshiping. So with the Ace of Roses, you know, they like your flower. Okay, we'll put it like that. So you guys probably have already been intimate, and if you haven't, they daydream about what your flower probably looks like. But they love everything about it. If you've got large petals or small petals, it doesn't matter. They think it is the best and most beautiful thing that they've ever seen. And, you know, quite honestly, are honored to even be in the vicinity of it. To be invited to that is an honor for them. As it should be, right? Goodness. All right. All right, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so that's interesting. So the kind of tides kind of turn a little bit with the Wheel of Fortune, like we had, and this is the second time it's coming out. So they want it to be clear to you that not only do they see you as this sexual, you know, beast, like they feel like either they know already that you are a sexual beast or that they imagine that you are, but that they want you to know that they also are in love with you. They don't want that to be overshadowed. They don't want the passion and the lust that they feel for you to be overshadowed, to overshadow the love that they feel for you. They really want to adore you. Like with the star here, I could see that they want like when you come home to run that bath for you, you know, to make sure that you have your glass of wine ready to go when you walk through the door. Dinner's almost ready. They want to have a life with you. They want to pamper you. They want to make you feel like there is nothing about you that they would not worship and kiss, right? They would kiss even down to your little toes, to the top of your head. They just want to adore you and serve you. I don't, you know, the first deck, or I should say the first pile one, it was clear to me that the person wanted to be more dominant, or the masculine wanted to have more dominance in the bedroom. But here it is clear that they want to worship you. They want to, that is part of their fantasy. That's a big part of their fantasy. And they might like some nipple action. They might like your chest. Seem like they really love your hips and your legs, though, more than that. Okay, all right. I think that's going to be that. Oh, bottom of the deck is the Hermit. So, using toys, I'll cover that up. Using adult toys is something they would love to watch you do. And I think the idea of okay, so role playing in a voyeur sense. So role playing in the sense that you know that they're there, right? But you pretend that they're not there. So they're like, I don't know, they're in the closet or something like that. And they get to watch you pleasure yourself or something like that. They would like that. That's a fantasy. All right. I'm going to leave it there because we could keep going. But, you know, we got other things to do. We can't just, you know, be on YouTube all day. All right. So I wish you the best. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get notified when I post. And again, I'm open for personal readings. You can go to my website, SeleneTarot.com, and check out what I got there. Okay. I will see you next time. Bye. All right, pile 3. I'm here. You're here. Let's see what's going on in this connection. Oh, that's not a very good shuffle. Hold on. There we go. That's a nice one. Okay, so we're going to take a little trip down and see what is going on in your connection, and then we will do the message cards and then the spicy cards. Okay? All right. Pile 3 is person. I wonder, is your person clingy? I wonder if your person is clingy, or they like cuddling, or they daydream about that for you. Okay. Huh, funny. I say funny because before, when I did the bad shuffle, this card came out. And then I shuffled it really well and it still came out. All right, we got the Wheel of Fortune. We have the 10 of Cups. We have 2 10s. We have 20. Ooh, discretion. That's interesting. Oh. Page of Cups. So this might be a rather new connection. So this could be someone like that has a crush on you, or there's been the revelation already that you guys have chemistry and are into each other. With the Wheel of Fortune here to start off, usually you want a card in front of it and behind it to kind of know which way the tide is going as far as change. But I feel like you or your person just were not looking for a connection. And then suddenly they found you, the Queen of Wands, and fell head over heels in love with you. But I think they might have put the brakes on with this discretion card. It's almost kind of like a warning. And I'm trying to think what this card is because they use different words. But I think it's judgment. So for some reason, there's been a halt in this connection. So let's clarify. Clarify discretion, please. Clarify discretion. Oh, yeah. Okay, so they put the brakes on it because the passion was too overwhelming. The 5 of Wands talks about like you can see here, just total, disorganized passion. Let's see if you can see that. They're like little owls, I think. And they all have a wand pointing in different directions, not really having... Actually, they're not wands. Those are like little unicorns. So they're like unicorn owls. Anyway, it's disorganized. So maybe somebody here has put the brakes on the connection, unfortunately. Because with the Page of Cups is either they want to, offer their cup of love, or they had to tone down their 10 of Cups too. Because the 10 of Cups is like wanting to start a family, like everything right away. Like, let's not wait. Let's go. I'm in love with you. I want you to be in my life. I will drop everything in order to save this connection. Really seeing you as a wise, intuitive, passionate, boss bitch. Okay. But then there's these breaks that just... All right. Okay, so the Sun. Oh, they love you. They want you in their life. I do not read reversals. 7 of Swords. So they have a secret here, and that maybe the secret is that even though maybe in the 3D they have put the brakes on it, and maybe up here maybe they're acting like they are not as into you anymore as they were before, which is kind of shitty. But people get scared, when it comes to passion, it's hard for people to feel that that's a grounded energy. They want to recluse and protect their hearts and play it safe. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit. All right. I'm going to say this, and I'm saying it like you probably already know this. But if your person might be hiding another connection, or they have a family with somebody that they haven't told you about. But you're the Queen of Wands, and with this black cat here, I think that you do already have an idea about that. I don't think that you're naive to it. I think that you know. And the other person might know of you too, because there's a kitty cat here too. Two different kind of queens though. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles definitely would be somebody that would be considered like a wife material, right? The Queen of Wands definitely would be like the other woman type. Oop, I just dropped one. Oh, shit. Okay, the Eight of Wands. So that's organized, fast-moving energy. That is energy that is... So there's going to be some truths coming out. Some messages are going to be coming towards you. Maybe they're going to come clean. Let's see. What's more about this? Whoa, it was popped out. Jeez. Exactly 2 more cards we got. All right, the World. This came out in pile 2. And the Ten of Swords. Shit. Okay. I think that there's some fear here. Okay, so they want to come clean with what the situation is. And they see you as somebody, like the World card really is about moving on, graduating from one chapter to another. So growing from one understanding to another understanding. But it's usually depicted with like usually there's like a lion and a person, but this, they have a bunch of different little creatures. And usually the woman in the middle is naked. But here, it seems like they've realized that you are what would make them happy. And you check off all the boxes. I'm surprised the Empress isn't here. And there's a progression to those realizations. And if you're into numerology, I'm going to say that we have 7 and 8, we have 10, 10, we have 19, 20, and 21. Actually, we have 3 10s. Shit. So this communication is going to be happening really fast, if not already. But the Ten of Swords is about just feeling defeated, feeling like almost, I would say resolved, but resolved feels more healthy than than what the Ten of Swords really, for me, means. It means just being emotionally, mentally exhausted, just defeated, just like, you know what, I give up. Let's clarify this Queen of Pentacles. I'm just nosy. Sorry. Let's clarify this Queen of Pentacles. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Interesting. Okay, then let's clarify the Seven of Swords. What is the Seven of Swords? The Seven of Pentacles. Oh. Oh. So maybe this is a work love affair. That's what they're hiding, is the Seven of Pentacles. And with the Queen of Pentacles falls under the Queen of Wands with the Ace of Wands. So I'm wondering if this has been, oh, there's two sides of you. So they see you in two ways. So they see you in this way that took them by surprise, right? The Queen of Wands. Like suddenly they're really attracted. They realize something about you, and became very attracted to you, because we have the Ace of Wands to clarify the Queen of Pentacles. So that's the passion. And on the outside, you probably appear like the Queen of Pentacles, very balanced and, in the 3D, but they see you as the Queen of Wands now. So they probably have to keep this on the DL if you guys work together. And then we have double sevens here. All right. Well, let's get some of these secret thoughts out and see what is going on with your person and what they want to say. What are the secret thoughts? Pile three's person. Oh, I feel like I need to shuffle that one more time. Ah. Okay. Secret thoughts. Whoa. Secret thoughts of pile one's person. Pile three, sorry. Pile three's person. I want to be your lover. Oh, there's a bunch of them here. Hold on. You came in like a wrecking ball. So in the beginning when I was saying it was an unexpected love or connection, that confirms it right there. Your voice is beautiful. So they love hearing you talk. So maybe you guys do work together. I think about you every day. Aww. You make me nervous. Oh, what did you do to this person? Pile three. I see you in me. Wow. Maybe that's just like, maybe they thought like, it can't get better than the world. Like it can't get better than that. And that's the, like, Cupid shot me in the arrow right in the heart, killed me right there. Like I see you in me. They see the deep level connection, and I bet they've not ever experienced that before, especially with the wrecking ball comment. I care about you deeply. Aw, let me know when you're ready. I wonder if, yeah, maybe you put the brakes on this connection. A couple more, please. Thoughts by this person. All right, well, we're going to take those because they came out together. You make me want to be a better person. Wow. Did you put a spell on your person? I mean, for them to have these deep revelations about you, I mean, no wonder we have the Ten of Swords here. Can we fix this? Can we just start over? Oh, I pretend to seem like I don't care. So if this is a workplace thing, then they maybe for them, it's an issue that you guys have a connection. Maybe they're your superior. Maybe they are afraid of what other people think because you're not, you know, the typical person that they would go for. They clearly are in love with you, though. Your poor person. Oh, your little person. I feel bad for him or her. Okay, let's see. Let's get into the nitty-gritty now. Okay, let's see what those fantasies are. Fantasies for pile 3's person. Fantasies. Wow, all right. They just all coming out. No pun intended. All right. I had to. Sorry. All right, 2 of Pentacles, the Chariot. Wow. Yeah, your person is so in love with you. Goodness gracious. It's even coming out in the sexual fantasy part. All right, maybe they're shy. I think they might be shy. This is a new deck that I have, so I haven't seen all the cards yet. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. 3 more, please. And exactly 3 come out. I love that. That's amazing. That always blows me away. Okay, so we have a lot of hanging here, and I'm not sure if... what is the name of that art? So... I don't remember it. There is an Asian art of being tied up and hanging. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can Google it real quick. Hold on. Let me pause you. Okay, what I'm thinking of is called shibari. It's a Japanese art form focused on creating a complex aesthetic with functional knots on the human body. It's rooted in martial arts. So it's about practicing trust, communication, and intimacy. So that is what I'm getting here with this card. So if that might be something that your person is into or desires to do with you. So, and this art is something both participants are happy to be there, by the way. This is not being tied up against your will, okay? They want to spend a lot of time with you in bed, I think. They want to spend as much time as possible with you, learning your body, learning what you like, learning how to please you. I think they feel a bit cocky that they feel like they could please you. Now, you know, there are a lot of masculines out there that feel that they have what it takes to please a woman, but women are like fingerprints and every woman is different. And I think it's cute. Let's just put it that way. I think it's cute that your person feels like they got it going on. And it could be that your person's well endowed. That's another thing there. But they want to spend time. They want to have a more grounded time with you. If this was a flash in the pan kind of connection where everything kind of happened all at once, and it could be that you guys fell in love before you had sex. Like maybe you guys haven't had sex yet, and that's where this little bit of this arrogance comes from. Excuse me, comes from. And arrogance in a cute way. I think it's adorable. I don't. They might try to like put on, because this is the Chariot, put on like a brave face, like maybe act like they got it going on, but really they're just happy to be there. I think they're just happy to participate and be invited into your space. Having I don't think that they're interested in having other people in the bedroom, but I don't think they wouldn't mind people watching you guys, because partly they feel that you are absolutely stunning and that people would want to see you. And kind of to put you on display like that would be an honor for them, because they could just Google, you know, googly eye you along with everybody else. Okay. Using toys in the bedroom is something that they are open to. They have no shame when it comes to that. They feel like the toys are their, it comes to me like a man with his toolbox, you know, like a man can't build anything without their toys, right? So they look at that, sex toys in the same kind of way. Like they're open to it, absolutely. Whatever helps them and whatever works for you is what matters, which is a good attitude to have, actually. There's some men that are so prickly about it, and I don't understand where that comes from. I think role playing, so acting like delaying satisfaction, so their edging could be something that they're into, or that they want to edge you. Um, Building anticipation, so when you are around each other, like if this is a workplace situation where you have to be secretive with around other people, that they kind of it is kind of has the opportunity to be an erotic thing, that you guys see each other and are around each other, but you can't touch and you can't flirt and you can't do all those things. Like that is a turn on for them. Um, they do love your flower, okay? They think that you're, or they, like if you guys haven't experienced each other, they definitely feel like um, no matter what shape and size it is, color, texture, whatever, they're into it, 1,000% into it. And like I said before, they're just happy to be invited in your space. And they are happy to throw themselves at you, like in the most humblest way. They want to worship you in a very noble way. And we got the Four of Wands out here. I mean, that is a romantic. That's like building a future. That's that's like a marriage. That's coming together like in union, in a deep connection, like a marriage. Because we had the was it the Ten of Cups? We had the Ten of Cups, which is like emotional fulfillment. But the Four of Wands is definitely all about two people coming together, two households coming together. Maybe double dating is a thing that they would do. Like maybe invite two couples, like a couple in with you guys, because I don't feel like they would invite another person, singular person, whether it be a man or a woman, but they would entertain a couple with you. Yeah, for sure. So if you are a more curvier person, they love that about you. I think they didn't expect to love that, but you are proportioned in such a beautiful way. Um, they can't resist you. They love your skin. They love your hair. You might have shorter than average hair for a woman. They love it. They love the way you smell. And I'm not talking about your perfume. You know what I mean, right? It's your natural scent. They love that. They love that about you. Okay, well, I think that's it, pile 3. It was kind of brief but yet powerful. I hope you enjoyed it. Come back around and check out some other readings, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I post. And I will see you next time. You all take care. All right, bye.